Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 10, the last day of the 10-day wire gift making challenge. Today we're going to be making a wind chime. Now this tutorial was inspired by Amanda in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. So what I did to prepare for this project was I made these metal pieces. These are actually just the ends of cans from condensed soup, and I cut them off and I painted them. So I'll link up the tutorial below where I painted them on my art channel, and I have a little hole. But you can also use keys, you can use wind chime tubes, you can use any kind of hardware, steampunk parts, all kinds of things to dangle down. You could even use sea glass and stones. Other things you're going to need for the project are some beads. I'm using tiger tail. I have crimps and my crimper. I have some thicker wire. It's about 16 gauge. I have 24 gauge to wind the beads, and I have my tools. So the circumference of my circle is going to be about 15 inches. So I'm going to take a 40-inch piece of the wire. It's about 16 gauge, and just a few inches from the end, I'm going to start doing some loops. So what I want to do is just bring this around with my round pliers and just bring it around and make our first loop. They don't have to be that big. And then every 3 inches, I'm going to do a loop. So we're just going to measure this, and every 3 inches, I'll do another loop around, and you can always go the same direction if you want, just to one side. Bring that around. Try to make these evenly spaced, and that's it, every 3 inches. So I did 5 loops. Now I'm going to wind it around this to make a round form. So you're just going to wind it around this way so the loops are down. Just bring it all the way around. And then what you want to do is actually bend one of these out at a right angle. So I'm just going to get my pliers and bend it out. And then this one, we're just going to bend around the end to finish it off. And what you can do is just, if it's stiff wire, just use your pliers and just remove that. So we've just given it a bend, and then you can just bend it around here to get it in place. So I'm just going to bring that right around, and then I'll just clip it. And then I'm going to just pinch that in. And then what you're going to want to do is wind it around. This wire isn't stiff enough, so we're going to wind it around again. So just take this one back here, and you can wind it around again, just to be sure that it's going to be reinforced. So put it back on your form and bring it above. Bring it all the way around here and hold it in place. You can remove it, and we're gonna tighten that up after. Take this one, wind it to the inside, and then just wind it around a couple of times. And then what's going to happen is this will come over the top and form the handle. But we're going to reinforce this with wire first. So to reinforce it, I'm going to take some 20 gauge brass wire and just wind it around the outside. So we're just going to take this and wind it around. And to make it more fancy, you can even add some beads as you go. I have a variety of beads that I can use. So we're just going to stick the bead on here and then just keep winding around the outside until you get all the way around. So once you've gone all the way around, you can just clip your 20 gauge wire, just clip the ends, and then you can just kind of like make sure it's round, and you can make sure these ones are like sticking straight down. Those are what you're going to hang your wind chime things on. And then you want to make a kind of a handle with this So this is going to go up and around. So just try to straighten it out as much as you can. That'll go around here, and you'll want to do probably a little loop in the middle to hang it, just so it won't go lopsided. So just kind of decide where your center is going to be, and we'll do a little kind of circle around here. You can always measure the sides to make sure it's centered, so that'll go around like that. And then whatever is your center, you can just have a look at it, or you can measure it with a tape measure. I'm just going to have a peek at it, and then you can decide like what's the exact opposite side of that from there to about there. And then we're just going to twist the end around, and that'll be your handle. So we're just going to, well, there we go. So that's ready to go. And then now we want to dangle down our noisy pieces. So to dangle the metal piece, whatever piece you're choosing to use, you can use keys, you can use the metal tubes, you can use anything you like. And I'm just going to take a little crimp. This is like a 2mm crimp, but you can use any kind of crimp you want. If your piece is heavy, use 2 crimps. If not, you can get away with 1. And then we're going to take this and stick it through the hole that you've made in your lid, and then you're going to stick it back through the crimp. So that's your starting point. And then you don't want it like too much of a loop. You don't want it too big. So just kind of work your way down to get away with, you know, the minimum that you can use to do that. It's okay if it sticks up a little bit. You could have it stick up about 1/4 inch, and we'll cover that with beads. And then you're going to use your crimping tools. If you don't have these, I have done it with flat pliers. Sometimes if it's heavy, it can slip out. So you can always use flat pliers if that's all you have though. So then you're going to take this and just give it a pinch in the first section, and then you open these up, and then you pinch it again in the second section, and then you go ahead and bring it back to the front, and you're going to crimp it the opposite way, so it just kind of makes like a little bunched up bead thing. I trimmed these all to the same size, and so now I'm just going to put some beads on there. So I have a variety of glass beads and different kinds of beads, so I'm just going to choose a few. I'm not going to bead them all the way up, so that really depends on your taste, if you want to put lots of beads or just a few beads. I'm kind of sticking with one kind of color theme. I've got purple and teal and amber, so whatever kind of color scheme you want to use is great. And just bead as many beads on there as you want, and then we're going to attach it to the structure. So I'm going to put, I don't know, maybe I'll put about 10 beads. I'm going to put this faceted amber bead on there, another one of these kind of oval beads, and then I'll put another metal bead. If you want to hold the beads in place, just put another little crimp on there and stick it on. And you don't have to worry with this crimp, it doesn't have to hold any kind of weight, so you can just give it a little flatten with your flat pliers. So I don't want it too long, so I just trimmed this to 12 inches, and I'm going to put another crimp bead on there. Like I said, if it's too heavy, you can put on 2 crimp beads, that's not a problem. And then I'm going to stick it through one of these loops and bring it back through the crimps. So we're just going to go like that. Now try to make sure when you attach these that you keep them about the same length, because you want these to be all around the same length so they can clank into each other. I mean, they could be a little higher, a little lower. So we're going to go ahead and crimp this one in place. And once this one's attached, you're just going to attach the rest of them. So here's the finished wind chime. It turned out really nicely. Here's a little closer look at it, and it even makes a sound. And these lids from the cans look really cool. So you can check out all the details for the challenge in the description below. If the challenge is already over, no problem. You can still check out the creations in the Facebook event page or on Discord. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share pictures of your wire art creations, be sure to join the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I'll put the link below. And also I have a mailing list, so if you'd like to join the mailing list, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching the video. Thanks to everybody who's participating in the challenge, and we'll see you the next time.